How hard did you push it? Till I black out? Yes. Numerous times, yes.
And we're back with part 2 of our hangout session with the Municipals. We got Troy, Ashton, John, and Pax. Enjoy.
But anyways,
I think we lost Big. He was so offended by the website, he's out.
Oh no, he was offended by the Bolympic Club.
Yeah, I just felt bad for Big. He's like, he's like my new puppy when it's time for bed. He's just like rubbing it.
I'm tired.
I can't imagine having a child that will not go to Pax. Does your son sleep, or how is he sleeping?
Yeah, he does.
Does he sleep?
Or do you have to give him some
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, we give him Tylenol.
Guys, it's fine. It's children's Tylenol. It's fine.
Children's Tylenol.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take it. Oh my God, Pax, that was very good.
Thanks.
Potter, no Tylenol, Potter. It was so sweet. Jack for my wedding, he gave me some cash, much appreciated, and then he got me. It's a Hagrid figurine. He looks so angry. Harry looking like super pissed.
Potter.
Ooh, how do you guys feel about the TV show?
It's gonna be terrible. Why do we need it? That's like my question with the new Harry Potter TV show.
I know.
Why do we need
It's
it?
a money grab.
Supposedly, it's because each episode, since it's a show now, they can actually do the book justice, right?
Yeah, which I guess
it's kind of a slap in the face of the actors and the creators of the movie. They're like, I felt like we kind of did it.
Yeah,
justice,
how 70% of the whole entire audience consumed that whole entire story. Yeah. No, that's not how we want to do it. We want to do it by the book.
But yeah, it's a money grab, like everything.
It's a larger topic.
It's Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it is.
It's what it is.
Good callback.
Liz and I were talking. We talked about this a couple years ago. Like we went through a phase where we watched all the even though it's more than just this, essentially all the Judd Apatow-ish movies. It's like I Love You Man, Francis Air Marshall. Yeah. And I was like, they just don't make movies like that anymore.
They do not.
It's all just we're gonna do Spider-Man for the 15th time. We're gonna redo Batman. It's like just tell new stories.
Yeah, pretty recently, my wife and my brother-in-law, we actually were thinking what is the last actual good comedy? And I even Googled it. We were looking at all these movies year by year by year, and the last legitimately funny movie that we could think of was Bridesmaids,
which was what
08?
I was gonna say 08.
Yeah,
it was a while ago.
Yeah, there really hasn't been any, especially comedies.
Everything else is
even not,
or remake.
And it's all horror and so many horror movies.
Yeah, a ton of horror movies, a ton of big blockbusters. I'm a total cinephile. I'm so stoked for the Smashing Machine. I think that movie's gonna be unbelievable. But I also remember watching.
Yeah, I'm so out of
So that's the story of one of the original kind of big UFC guys, Mark Kerr. This guy was a professional wrestler. And then so HBO, this is 90, I'm gonna say it's 97, 98. I don't remember off the top of my head. But
Dwayne.
He is the top of the food chain in Pride, which is basically it was a UFC that was run by Yakuza in Tokyo. So it ended up getting shut down, but it was just crazy, right? So he's top of the food chain. HBO comes in to do a documentary on him. And literally, as they start the documentary, this guy's life is falling apart. He has a crazy opioid addiction. It has the most insane girlfriend ever, and this guy is just, his life is falling apart. And there's this documentary that you can go on YouTube and even watch. I think it's still on HBO, called The Smashing Machine, and he's the most tender-hearted, nice giant of a human, wrestler from Ohio. and it's gonna be crazy. And so The Rock is playing him, and like it's eerie, kind of how much he even sounds like him. Because again, he's very like soft spoken. He literally just like beat this guy's head in. He gets like a ruling that's basically illegal, and he goes to the people and he's just like, I don't think that's right. Like, I mean, he's like that kind of soft spoken. It's this very interesting dichotomy, and so like I think that's going to be good. There's movies like that are good, that are coming out, but like even to your point, Ashton, of like Judd Apatow movies, like we also don't have like I'm going to call them like family comedies anymore, or even like teen comedies like John Hughes movies in the 80s. Like you don't have Uncle Buck anymore. Like you don't have freaking Home Alones. You don't have Sandlots. You don't have any of those movies anymore. It's Marvel and all of that BS, or more Star Wars shows that we don't need outside of Andor.
Outside of Andor.
Yeah.
Except the caveat is, I guess it's been just like comfort food. The one thing that continues to work is like the Pixar movies are great, but that's really it. But yeah, I mean, to your point, that's what I found is one thing Liz and I get disheartened about is as I've gotten older, like I've talked on here about like the panic attacks I've had in the past. Unfortunately, those are behind me as of hopefully forever. But just getting older and feeling more anxiety, and like I just I've never done well with like horror and stuff, but it's just really hard where it's like, we're so excited, like, Great British Baking Show is back, and like we finally caught up, and we're watching it live. It's great. But part of the reason we like it, right, is it's like low stakes, it's happy, it's it brings us joy. And even like yesterday, we're trying to watch last week's episode, and I pressed Netflix and then walked into the room, and the show, like, just the sound
trailer or something.
And it was like I'm gonna rip your face in. It's like, no. I'm like, and it's like auto playing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't like. God damn it! Like, the world is so scary right now, and has been for a while. It's like I don't want to watch this. But to your point, Trey, they're not making like lighthearted and even like dumb shit, like movies that I think are underappreciated. Like my mom and sister, their favorite movies like Nacho Libre.
Oh yeah.
Or like Liz had never seen till a couple months ago. She never seen School of Rock, and she was like,
"Oh my god, that was on the other night."
It's such like, can we make more movies like that that like everybody can watch? Yeah, it just doesn't need to be like again, like literally, it was like we're bringing in the salmon, and it's like, I know where you live, and I'm like, this is just like auto playing. It's the first thing that auto plays on Netflix. I'm like.
Well, and if it's not that, it's a documentary about a guy that murdered like 7.
Yeah, it's like the Dahmer documentary.
The Menendez twins.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, fuck.
Yeah, true crime is,
I love like the thriller stuff, like True Detective and that kind of like where it's super heavy, but like at the same point, like I can't watch that stuff all the time. Like
no.
I'm 35. Like I'm not young, I'm not old, but at the same point, like to your point, Ashton, of like I don't need to see that stuff all the time. Like every time I open up something, I don't need to see horror. I don't need to see politics. I don't need all this crap in my peripheral. Like just give me like golf and like Dumb and Dumber quotes, and I'm a happy camper.
Well, and the hard part is you turn it off, and like then like you're in bed, and like it's still burned into your retinas, and you're like, I mean, I know that's like fake, but I just don't really want that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pax, speaking of content, where are we with? I'm always curious. Like, is it Bluey? Is it like what's going on content wise in your house?
A lot of monster trucks, honestly. Like Hot Wheels stuff. He's really been into like trucks. There's like probably in his bed right now. There's probably like 3 Hot Wheels. Some like small construction, like the small like yellow
like
construction truck things. Yeah. He's got like monster truck books or like tractor books, like anything like truck wise. He's like really into it.
Have y'all done those days where like I know in Portland, like Liz's cousin's kid, like they'll have like all the like fire trucks and stuff, and the kids can get in and like mess with them. Have you done that?
Oh yeah.
They like bring a bunch of like heavy machinery the kids can sit in.
Yeah,
and,
we haven't like done any of that. We live actually, it's like maybe half a mile down the road, or quarter mile down the road. there's like a fire station like training facility over there,
Yeah.
like next to a Safeway. Whenever we drive by, he's like super excited.
Hell yeah.
But we're going to this Dozer Day thing in
I want to go.
a couple of weeks. I
Fuck
want
yeah.
to say it's like basically a bunch of like giant bulldozers. I think it's out like near. I don't know if you've driven past like
Pacific
the
Northwest.
casino
is.
out here, Ashton.
Where?
It's like out near the Island Casino or Alani
yeah,
Casino.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like on a farm. I have no idea actually, but it's like I think they just have like a bunch of like bulldozers or like big construction trucks. And they like let kids like ride in them or whatever. We're going to that in a couple of days, but we went to a Monster Jam or Hot Wheels Monster Jam.
I bet he was in heaven.
Probably like a month ago
I
or
was
whatever.
trying to remember
It was
what's that
so
monster
loud.
truck that's like, is it the Grim Reaper or like
Grave Digger.
Grave Digger?
Grave Digger.
There you go, yeah.
Grim Reaper, Gravedigger. There's like blue something.
I thought it was just called Blue. That'd be sick. Gravedigger faces blue.
Boy.
Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
And it's
can't
actually a
remember
red
what his
truck.
name was.
Yeah.
No, it's blue.
What if you're
There's a
colorblind?
red one. It's a fire truck one. But yeah, oh my god, like first it was like what's it called? Blippi. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
Yeah.
Blippi. Don't.
I've heard the parents want to kill Blippi, right? Like you hate him. Right?
Well, he's annoying. I mean, not
Yeah,
I
right,
don't
that's what I
know.
mean.
Like watching him like a million times is probably annoying. That and then like there were I don't know. You kind of go through phases. There's like Sesame Street. There's a lot of cool like Stinky and Dirty, like a garbage truck, monster or garbage truck, bulldozer like animation stuff.
Hey, whatever
It's fun.
you
I'll
do.
send you guys some recommendations. You can
We can do some research.
you can check them out. You know,
Do your own research.
it's pretty cool.
I'm
There's
just
a,
so fascinated to see like what kids like over time. I'm just fascinated by like what are they into?
Do you remember what your thing
There's a
was
lot.
growing up?
Arthur. Yeah.
Ooh,
Arthur.
classic. Yeah. Have you seen the new Arthur?
do you
4K
mean?
Arthur.
He extra clenches his hand.
Yeah, I was like, now his hand's actually shaking.
Yeah, yeah. Now there's so much.
Dude, like, yeah,
definition,
like,
you
a
can
lot of
actually
these
jump at
shows-
it.
Yeah, a lot of these shows, like from our childhood, they got like better graphics, like
Yeah,
better everything. Like the animation just looks a little bit better, like 3D. Like if you look at like a Paw Patrol like TV versus a movie, looks like Pixar did it or whatever. It's kind of the same with like I don't know, I can't remember what I used to watch as a like super young, but dude, yeah, some of these shows are like I don't know. I prefer like the nostalgia ones, like Bob the
Yeah.
Builder, like
Oh my god. Can
almost like
we
claymation.
yes,
Now
we
it's like
can.
Pixar quality.
Yeah, I loved Arthur. It's like I'm like those early episodes of like, but there's some stuff as I got older when I overthink about it, it makes me mad for no reason. Like one the episode I probably think about once a week, and this is now weird to say this out loud. Arthur, he tries to like, he's like a spelling bee and he's nervous about it, and he's like learning all these words, and the word he gets is aardvark, and he's an aardvark. But like the way he learned to spell aardvark is to sing it, and so like he's like worried. He's like, should I stand near the furnace? I have fever. And they're like, Arthur, Mr. Ratburn, who also is gay, fascinatingly. Like I remember, like way ahead of its time. But Mr. Ratburn was he's like, Arthur, your word is aardvark, and Arthur goes Aardvark. But that's the only word he has to spell, and then he makes it to the spelling bee. I'm just like, looking back, it's like, what are we teaching kids? It's like, John, your word is John, and if you get this right, you're gonna go to the finals. I'm like, I don't know. And then there was an episode I remember where he goes to the garbage dump, and then he like cuts his knee open and then gets like an infection, doesn't tell his parents, and like, yeah, those are the two episodes I think about. I don't know why. I did just purchase actually a piece of Arthur merch. It was a picture of Arthur playing golf, and it says
I was
Elwood.
gonna say, now you need an Arthur like head cover
nice.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an Arthur tattoo at some point because he's my guy.
Just the fist.
Just clenching the fist.
It's like, is that an Arthur
Everyone
fist?
is
That's
straight
like
edge now.
you can do whatever you want it to be.
What did you
I
grow
actually
up with,
joke.
man? Do you remember what your thing was?
How like far, just like my earliest memory? Cause
Yeah, like what was your
What
childhood?
do you say? What do you say? Thing? What's the thing
Ninja
that is-
Turtles.
Nice.
Like big into Ninja Turtles and like the show.
Who's your favorite?
action figure?
favorite?
Michelangelo.
What color was he again?
Orange. He had the nunchucks.
Yeah.
He also like, I didn't like him because of this, but it's just funny. Like he was the only guy out of the. They live in New York, but he was like a SoCal surfer bro, which I always thought was kind of weird, but sick.
That is weird.
But yeah, I had all the action figures. I had like all the fucking state like setups, the scenes that you can make, and like all that crap.
Here's the real question: did you have Ninja Turtle bedding?
Ooh.
I did.
Yep.
I did.
That's like that's
There's Ninja Turtle sheets in my race car bed that my dad had made himself from fiberglass.
that's so sick.
What?
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy.
Do you have any pictures of it?
I'm sure I could dig some up. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
that'd be
sure
sick
I
to
got
do
it.
that.
We should,
Like,
we
even
should
to
make
the
that.
point-
Let's
even
make that the album
tires-
artwork.
You made tires that were like foam that I could like pull out, and they're kind of like little stools I could sit on.
Cool.
It was insane. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Speaking of figurines, I was talking about this with at the gym the other day, and I don't remember what they're called. I probably could Google this, but you guys can help me remember. Do you guys remember? Were you guys into the? They were like sharks, and
Yeah.
they were like skating.
Yes. What is it called?
What were those? Like this is a game we can't look it up. You gotta
What is
have
it
to
called?
Didn't they have their own gummy snacks too?
I'm sure they
I don't
probably
know
did.
about that.
Yeah,
But they were like sharks on
Oh.
skates wearing
they
like
were
shorts.
giant heads,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like their legs and stuff were like super small.
They were jacked.
Was it
Like, they were-
Street Sharks?
It was something sharks like.
Dude, I think it's Street
Street
Sharks.
sharks?
Here, let me look it up. I'm gonna
All right,
see.
he's looking it up.
Blade shape, yeah.
Dude, Ashton, no joke. When you started,
Oh,
when you,
yeah,
when
I
you said
remember you
figurines,
said.
I was like, he's going to talk about sharks right now.
Yeah, this is it. Let's see.
Street sharks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Screen.
What were their names again? Yes,
I mean, if you think about it, very
Oh my
vibrant.
God.
Like,
Look at that!
holy
Look at that logo.
dude. We need a Municipals
This is-
logo
We need to
Look how
Municipals.
scary.
We
look
got
how
Municipals
horrifying
merch
this
with
is.
that.
Patch.
With that
Patch. This is your
Yeah.
all out. You need
Yo.
to make us some Street
Look at
Sharks
this.
freaking Municipals.
Also, I love this. I love this as 30. Is this implying like you must be 30 years old?
It's the 30th anniversary, maybe.
Here they are.
Oh yeah, 1998.
yeah,
there's
dude,
the
what are
little
their
legs.
names again?
Look at that guy
let's
with like.
see.
It looks like he's got tiny bootcut jeans.
They. I forgot they had a TV show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just remember having the.
dude. This
What
is
kind
this
of-
is talk about a throwback. Do you remember
Here,
getting
you go.
the,
Here we go.
the-
Ripster, the eldest brother, John. There we go. So Ripster, the great white shark. Jab, the hammerhead shark. Streaks,
probably?
tiger shark.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Big Chris. Big Slamu. What does Big Slamu look
Wait,
like?
so Killer Whale got to ride with the sharks?
Yeah.
This is big. This is big when his daughter wakes up in the middle of the night.
Slamu.
Wait, why does his mouth look like that?
Dude, maybe I'm totally have like a Mandela effect thing, but search Street Sharks Pizza Hut toy and see if it comes up. Do you
Big
guys remember
Slamu.
those like latex freaking
Whoa.
like little puppet things? Like I vividly remember that as a kid.
These? Oh.
You're not sharing the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Collect all three fantastic Street Shark
And then
Cup
you can take
toppers
those
for
things off.
$1.95 each, only from.
That's it?
Dude.
God, inflation's ruined our country.
It's like
let's look at the comment
$195
section.
now.
Hey, where's Slamu's cup topper? Big Chris got left off.
Slamu got snubbed, dude.
How ironic that Pizza Hut had a promotion for Street Sharks here that Street Sharks themselves never ate pizza on their show. this was done so that viewers would know that they were completely different from.
There's
What?
some
Like,
90s
Fly-
cartoon
Because
lore
Pizza
going
Hut
on
couldn't
here.
get a.
Flying Duck
Wait,
needs
didn't
to calm
Pizza
down.
Hut have a product placement in the Ninja Turtles movie, or was that Domino's?
I think it was Domino's.
That's probably Domino's. That's why Hut couldn't.
Okay, well.
Hut couldn't afford the turtles, so they got the sharks.
I'm so happy you guys remember that, because I remember being like, having those and being like, this is awesome.
Do you remember
Did you guys
all
have,
of,
do you guys
like,
have tech decks?
the
Tech
Mighty
decks?
Ducks shows and stuff like that?
I never was into the Mighty. I don't think I've ever seen the Mighty Ducks movie, if I'm being
Really?
honest. That's a total blind spot to me.
Oh, D1 and D2 are so good.
It's also wild.
I've seen
that
them,
Jake-
but it's been so long.
Can we talk about Jake Knapp is sponsored by the Mighty Ducks? Like, that's so weird.
Yeah. He's
He's
from
also
Orange County.
sponsored by a
He's a huge
vape
fan.
company.
But how do you get sponsored by the Mighty Ducks? They're a fake team.
But it's
Like, what's
no, it's
No,
the
no.
Anaheim Ducks. But
Yeah,
it's
the
no
Anaheim Mighty
different than
Ducks of the
Cam
NHL.
Young being sponsored by the MLB.
Wait, did you not know they're an actual team in the NHL?
the Mighty Ducks are a team?
Yeah, in Anaheim.
Anaheim Ducks, yeah. That was they were owned by
and they're
Disney.
literally called, like, aren't they called the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim? They don't
At
refer
one
to
point,
them
yes.
as...
So when
Yeah.
Disney literally owned them, started the team there, and then eventually they just changed it to the Anaheim Ducks. But at a certain point, yes, they were the Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
They wore the same jerseys and everything as D2.
okay.
Paul Correa played for them.
I think they still have
guess-
those jerseys, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
they'll wear them every once in a while
Yeah.
Why are their jerseys orange now? Those look terrible.
because now they're supposed to look like duck colors. I don't know. It's dumb.
Duck hunting.
God, it's such a sick logo.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oregon
Okay,
Duck.
well, I feel stupid. I was like, God, people are gonna ratio me to the sun. I'm like,
I know.
I'm like, a '90s movie is sponsoring a golfer. Like,
People love that nostalgia, Ashton. You don't know.
it is very funny that Cam Young's sponsored by MLB.
Yeah.
And that he wears baseball pants when he golfs.
Dude, that dude's pants are way too tight. Let's be real.
He needs the pinstripe, the stripe going down the side.
Also, for our listeners at home, Big Chris texted us 8 minutes ago and said, "Sorry, fellas, I had a prisoner escape." I guess his daughter is awake.
She's alive.
Ugh.
Oh man.
Also, it's worth noting that at my wedding, Maggie told me that Frankie does not like hot dogs. She says every time they go to Costco, Chris buys her a hot dog, and she takes a bite and is like, "I'm not interested." And Chris is very.
Hey, they
upset.
got calzones now.
This is
Yeah.
Or does Chris do that knowing she's not going to want it? And he's like, well, I guess I got to finish it.
That's true. That was like Nick. I remember when Nick met Kat. I don't remember him being like overweight or chubby, but I remember there was a point where Nick was like, because basically what happened is Kat doesn't eat a ton, and Nick was his joke is he was always eating for two. So like Nick eats pretty quickly, and so Nick would eat his and eat Kat's, and he was like, I forgot what he said, but one day he's like, yeah, man, he's like, things are going great with Kat, but I've gained like 20 pounds, and he's like, because every meal he's like, he eats his breakfast and hers, his lunch and hers, his dinner and hers. He's like, I think I should probably eat my own dinner. I was like, yeah, like that's probably
Portion
right.
control.
But that's the big. It's like, I'm not gonna get a hot dog, but I'll get Frankie one.
Yeah. I'll just eat what she doesn't eat.
Yeah. And she's like, no.
I'm like that too. I'm a freaking conveyor belt. I eat way too fast.
Yeah. One thing I read, did you guys know or like Alton Brown? Does that name mean anything to you?
Good eats.
Okay. Yeah, Good Eats. Yeah.
Georgia boy.
Well, yeah, actually, he gave, I forgot what year it was, he actually gave the commencement at UGA 15 years ago? I don't know.
Nice.
But he came out with like a book, like I think he's pretty close to like hanging it up. But it's very good. I don't remember what it's called, but you should read it. I got it at the library. It's super easy, but it's basically like little essays.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about like it's various stuff. It's like he actually inspired me. I don't like them, but like he wrote a whole article about why he loves martinis and how he makes martinis. And so I was like, let me just try. And it's not for me, but like it sort of inspired me. But one thing he talks about was he struggled with his weight and stuff like that, and he has a whole article about how like a lot of awareness for him came from visiting Japan for the first time, and he said something that he still does, not all the time, but like most of the time when he like if he's eating like lunch at home, right? It's not like a nice meal or something. He says eat with chopsticks because he's like if you eat with chopsticks, you like have to slow down, right? Because like like if you're eating with my utensil of choice is a spoon, mainly because I can just shovel food in my mouth, right? Where it's like literally before we got on, like when I ran in there, I literally just like put food into a bowl and it was like a conveyor belt. But that's a little thing he said that I sort of have done sometimes where it's like I feel like I'm ravenous. I'm like, let me eat this with chopsticks and see how hungry I actually am, and usually it kind of slows you down.
Yeah.
But if you guys have to have a utensil, are you a spoon or a fork person?
Oh, I'm like you. I go spoon.
Yeah,
I don't want to spill anything.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'd say I'm more fork. Like if I'm eating like a rice dish or pasta or something, I'm just fork.
But I do enjoy eating with chopsticks, actually.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember like when I started doing this. It's definitely been over like 10 years, maybe even over 15 years. But I got into cooking like at some point in high school, and like Good Eats was like my favorite show by far. And
it's on HBO.
I've been using his recipe for like 15 years for Thanksgiving turkey, for like brining it and like how he roasts it and stuff, and it's been a big hit. So
yeah. I love, like, I watch it quite a bit, but, like, especially, like, around the holidays, I'll watch all the Christmas episodes. Mm-hmm. Again, it gets into deep shit. Like, he's talking about, like, how to make, like, glue vine and, like, he's in his basement. Like,
oh, yeah.
He does some
like,
very
early, like,
molecular
shit. Gastronomy, like, weird food geek. Like, he was pioneer.
Yeah. But yeah, that show, it also is funny to show, like, those early episodes in the 90s, like, the graphics are terrible. Like, the camera quality is terrible.
90s graphics are the best, dude. When they would, like, float in.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're really, this is a weird segue, but, like, we're really getting back to the 90s. Like, I feel like the big thing I've seen recently, like, Liz has talked about it, but I noticed it at work. A bunch of girls are wearing, like, 90s watches. Like, all the girls at my new job are wearing, like, watches from the 90s, which is just like I know that we're sort of like obviously like it's wild that like we're old enough that 90s is like nostalgia, but it's interesting to watch like all the women at work. I'm noticing because I've seen Liz looking for one and I'm like and they're kind of like the super small face watches,
the old like Casios and stuff like that.
Yeah, we went to it was like a night market and there was a guy that just had an entire table full of like he said vintage watches. They're not that old. Yeah. Like we're not that old. Like I don't think we could be considered vintage yet in our like early to mid 30s. But maybe
I don't know. So like on my way to work, I passed by a high school and like I've legitimately seen probably freshmen wearing freaking Janko jeans. Like that's a thing again, which blows my mind. Like that whole like that whole like
Y2K.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like that whole like 97 to 2002 style all of a sudden is like back.
Big time.
We need the guys in And One.
Oh yeah.
You remember And One?
The Professor, dude.
The freaking the phrases they would say, it's like
insane. How the guy had no face.
Yeah, it was like a mannequin.
And giant.
So weird.
I saw a post like it was like Nice Kicks or something. I'd like posted about that recently. Like, do you remember how sick the graphics were and like the phrases
sayings
and, like,
on the shirts? Dude,
you better go to church today. Pray you don't have to guard me or something.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, if I ever saw someone back in the day wearing those shirts like in a pickup game, I would be like, I'm gonna guard that guy because he's probably trash.
Do you remember their 30 for 30 that came out like 2 or 3 years ago? Did you ever watch that?
About the mixtape tour or whatever.
I thought it was actually about And One as a whole, but yeah, they did talk about the mixtape tour because obviously that was like the biggest thing.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it. No.
Dude, I never liked basketball, and I remember when ESPN started like premiering the And One mixtapes, and it was like, no, you're stopping what you're doing and watching those. Mixtapes. They were so sick.
Escalade.
Yeah.
Like the 400-pound dude doing Euro steps.
I remember for me it was because like at our school, I mean, this was classic, like what like upper middle class white kids appropriating black culture. I mean, that was also like growing up in Atlanta, but
Yeah, I was about
I
to
mean,
say.
we like totally. We so we had wore uniforms, but the only way we could express ourselves was we could wear white shoes, but they had to be like all white. And I remember that like there was a lot of times I thought like, okay, this is like super cool, like oh my god, like I love these, but these were my like absolute favorites. They came in all white.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
These like in all white. I remember like putting these on the way to school and being like, fuck yeah, like oh yeah, like
Yeah.
like these were so cool. Some of these were awful. Oh, the other ones that I was obsessed with.
I think they're the answer threes or the question. I forget what they were called, but I remember I had those in like 7th grade, and we had our elementary school would have a school-wide Olympics, and they had a 3v3 basketball tournament. And I remember my team made it to the finals, and I had an Iverson jersey, black shorts, and I had my Iversons on.
Hell
Felt
yeah.
like, man, had my armband.
We talking about practice?
Actually, I bought these and they told me I couldn't wear them because there was too much blue. But I thought these were T-Mac was these were so amazing. Also insane that these are going for 180. Like how are these going for that much? But I remember this like synthetic part. Oh God, nostalgia.
John, did you ever do like the Osiris's and all that kind of stuff for skate shoes? Is that ever a thing in Ventura?
I mean, it was a thing, like, yeah, but it was like, so we're like, when I went to school, I got into skating right before high school, and it was also kind of when my music tastes were kind of shifting, so I started getting more into like punk rock and rock and roll and stuff.
Yeah.
So by the time I got into skating, I was wearing like stupid ass like skinny jeans and like just Vans that I would buy white Vans and then
We call
spray
it
paint them
scene
black.
skating.
Yeah.
You'd
And,
buy white Vans and spray paint them black.
That was the thing. Yeah, you'd buy like white Vans, but they're
Yeah.
like the leather, and then you'd spray paint them black, so it'd be
Yeah, I
like
think
shiny
I
black. And then
remember
as you skated, it would wear away, and you'd see the white
Yeah.
underneath. But yeah,
Fascinating.
so like everybody at my school that was wearing like the Osiris, like the D3s and like the thick ass DC shoes and the DVSs,
Yeah.
we knew like they actually didn't skate.
Yep.
Like they just
I
got
was
those
gonna
at
say,
like they just had those at Tilly's or something like.
I wanted to buy DCs, but I couldn't skate at all.
Yeah. Or like the Etnies with the giant E on the side,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which are like those are all coming back too now. I've seen
Yeah.
some kids wearing those. It's crazy.
The original Muskas with the freaking pot pocket in it. Do you remember
Oh,
that?
dude, I had a couple pairs of Muskas actually, because
Oh,
he
yeah.
was my favorite skater.
Yeah. He's everybody's
For a while.
favorite.
This is gonna sound serious. He was my dad's favorite because one of the first games we played together was Tony Hawk Pro
I
Skater
had the
2.
boombox, the ghetto
And
blaster.
as my dad says to this day, he says, spacebar V, because I was like, jump, grind, jump, grind, jump, grind, you know, to like keep going.
Yeah.
But he like loved Chad Muska for something. Like, he called him Muska just to be a dick. I'm like, oh, okay.
Ever.
Wait, Troy, we do have to talk about. I'm curious. Like, you got to tell us about your Sweden trip. Like,
Yeah. So.
that's worth talking about. And also Atlanta Athletic Club. Shout out to
Yeah, no, we had a
Howard?
fun trip. So we got out there, went to a
Hashtag
break
private
game.
house.
I was gone for 9 days, which is a pretty long vacation for me. And Ashton got us hooked up to get on Atlanta Athletic Club to play the Highland course. That was very special. Definitely
ass
a
kicked.
hell of a golf course. Like, yeah, it's just hard, but like fair. Like it's it's a big ballpark and you know it. You know, like that's just kind of how it feels. But we had a great caddy. All the staff was over the top nice to us, and
The facility there,
Is
the practice
insane.
facility, is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
it's the best practice facility I've ever been on. Hands
You want to
down.
hit a 55-yard shot to a back right pin? And we actually have a pyramid of balls right here. You can just hit as many of those as you want.
Yeah,
You want to hit it down anything you want to hit is just not only there, it's already ready for you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to hit off grass. You want to hit off synthetic mats. You want to they have greens with slope and stuff in the middle of that you hit to. It's insane.
yeah. No, I mean it's a golfer's paradise type of club. I'm sure. I'm sure your dad just loves being a member there. But yeah, it was it was really cool because, again, you pull up to that place. It is hoity-toity. It is a big deal. It's telling you that it's a big deal. And Howard, the member that actually got us all set up, he ended up having to bail. So we were completely unaccompanied. And they still treated us like we were important. And, again, we're freaking 3 young dudes and a dad that obviously do not belong there. And so that was pretty neat because normally most experiences I've had at clubs of that stature, it's just kind of like, yeah, what do you want, man? Like, where's the member that you're supposed to be with?
One thing I will say, Southern hospitality is real.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, that golf course was sick. I played so-so just because it was right after a flight and a baseball game and a hotel bed. But it was very cool. So thank you, Ashton, for making that connection. And then we got to play Lookout Mountain, which is just...
Buc-ee's. How was Buc-ee's?
Boosie's. Boosie's was pretty sweet. It is... Okay, here is something that Marcus pointed out to me that I never even thought about. But Georgia has, and I'm sure it's all along the South, but like racetracks, QTs, Buc-ee's, they have a lot of really nice, clean gas stations.
Elite gas stations.
Yeah, like you can tell that they actually care if you come inside at their gas station, and like the whole entire property looks that way. So it was pretty impressive. Buc-ee's is a monolith of just stuff. Like I literally walked in and looked at Marcus and I just went, "There's so much stuff." Like you look to the left and there's Buc-ee's
plush
slippers.
Squirrel, they got it.
Yeah. You look to the left, there's Buc-ee's slippers. You look to the right, and there's like a Live, Laugh, Love poster with Buc-ee's all over it, and then there's a brisket sandwich right in front of you, like,
and
this is within 20 feet. Yeah. So, got to do.
Was that your first time, Troy?
That was my first time in a Buc-ee's, dude. This is a trip of a lot of firsts. So, first time at a Waffle House. Went twice.
What'd you get?
All-Star Special, of course. Duh.
Well, how did you get it, though?
All-Star Special. I got hash browns.
What'd you get in the hash browns?
Smothered and peppered.
Interesting. So jalapenos.
Yeah.
And smothered and cheese. So scattered, smothered, and pepper. So for people, every hash brown is scattered.
Yep.
Covered is covered in cheese. Peppered is jalapenos.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
I do diced, so I do with tomatoes, but yeah.
Okay. So that was the first time that I'd been there. The waffle was very good. I usually don't like waffles. It was very good. So
Did you get a regular waffle or a pecan waffle? Or
I just got a regular waffle.
Or a blueberry waffle or a strawberry waffle?
Just regular. No, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy that I'd never been to a waffle.
You got to get the pecan.
They gave me a hat. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
It's like a paper mache hat.
It's like an In-N-Out hat.
Yeah.
I had a very on the larger side young black lady that called me honey and then put it on my head, and it was like the perfect experience I've ever had in my whole life.
Wait, Troy, I'm being annoying. Wait, what proteins did you get? Bacon, sausage, ham.
I got bacon.
Okay, eggs. How'd you get those?
I get them over easy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I also got a side of biscuits and gravy. I got toast and then a side of biscuits and gravy just because I want to try it.
I'm a raisin toast guy. Raisin toast? No.
No, I think I just got sourdough.
Okay.
But it was good. Literally, all of it was very good. Like my assumption of that kind of establishment is Denny's, where everything tastes like cardboard, and everything tasted good.
Fucking good. Yeah.
Like it was a very
fresh.
pleasant.
And they yell your order out. It's like
yeah.
Drop 2 eggs.
Dude, the wildest part though is like we're sitting like looking down the down the kitchen. We're like on the far corner, far edge.
Yeah.
And like you look over and the guy takes a tub, that's like probably a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot of butter and just goes just right on the grill. And you're just like, jeez, dude. But then I also went again in when we were at Sweetens, and we went at night this time.
The night Waffle House is the move.
Night Waffle House was definitely an interesting experience in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. But I got the patty melt because I wanted to try another staple, and it was also very, very good. So yeah, overall, my Waffle House experience was good. My Buc-ee's experience was good.
Sweetens? How was Sweetens?
We'll get to that, John. We're talking about food. I had boiled peanuts for the first time, which apparently is a big deal.
You probably got it at the roadside stand from some random person.
100. That was what I was told we had to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw my
kind of
first
like
fire.
like
saw my
boiled
first
peanuts are not my
firefly.
favorite.
That was a pretty big at Sweetens. That was pretty magical at night, seeing fireflies and golfing at the same time. And there's a couple other firsts.
City.
Yeah, a lot of firsts, a lot of Southern firsts. So that was cool. But so we played Atlanta Athletic, then we played Lookout Mountain, which is I believe Seth Rayner's last course.
How was that? It looks so good.
I only see one hole. I only ever see one hole. So
I don't
it
need.
good?
I guess that's true. The one hole looks really good.
Is it good?
It was an interesting golf course. I am glad I played it. I don't think I need to play it again.
Tell me more. I want to know more.
Is it
Suck it, Andy Johnson.
like?
Honestly, I think I compared it to Tirahana. You'll have to ask Marcus if he remembers, but I legitimately think I turned to him and I was like, "Dude, this is like feels like Tirahana." There was one of the worst holes. I believe it was the 13th hole going back to the clubhouse. That was one of the dumbest holes I've ever seen in my whole entire life. But
tell us more. What was it?
So it's a Seth Rayner, and like the greens are really cool and stuff, but it was just like the whole entire course was like turned up to 11 because they just did a redesign, and
so they tricked it up.
That's what it felt like. Yeah. So I'm happy I played it. I had not like I would never play another Seth Rayner, but I just was kind of like, all right, I'm over it. It was a hell of a walk. Like it was a brutal walk.
Lookout Mountain, I guess they're taking that seriously.
Yeah, but
interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to totally like bag on it because it was a very cool experience. It's a gorgeous golf club. I mean, it's like some of the vistas you have are unbelievable. But I just thought there was a couple things that were a little interesting. And so from there, then we went to Sweetens. We played Sweetens for 2 days, and Sweetens is very special. Like, it's pretty cool. Because, Ashton, you've played it?
3 times.
Okay. And, John, did you ever go play it? I can't remember.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Never been.
Yeah, it's like...
We definitely need to do a Municipals trip.
1,000%. Yeah, so we had 8 guys, epic. And, like, we played as an 8-some the whole entire time. We were always one of the fastest groups out there, which was both really cool and really frustrating at the same time. But, like, we had a couple, like, foursomes. Like, they were nice about it, but they kind of commented. They were like, you guys are flying around here. And I was like, yeah, that's literally what they tell us to do. Like, at the opening.
We're trying to play as many holes as possible.
Yeah, like, I bought a day pass. I want to play until, like, I can't walk anymore. But, like, I told Marcus, and we'll probably eventually have a podcast about it just on its own. But, like, it is golf summer camp. Like, 100%. That's literally what it feels like. It's a bunch of people, like, kind of groggy at 8:30 a.m. You know, the counselor comes out and tells you what you're doing for the day, but then you're actually really excited, to go do it. And, like, it's 100% golf summer camp. And then it's just kind of like, all right, go and figure it out. Have fun. Just don't kill anybody. Like, that's about the rules.
Yeah, like I remember when we went. The first time we went, before it became super popular, we went May of 2020. Back when, like, to show you how much it's changed, I, like, heard Noah talk about it. I was like, oh, like, poor Nick. Nick had been playing golf for, like, 2 months.
Oof.
And, and then we go, and, we had a great time, but, like, literally I booked the tee time 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
And just went and played, and it was great. And then Nick and I have gone twice in December, where basically there was like 6 hour, like there was a frost delay both mornings. It was very cold. But when we started, I remember, to your point, they're like, there's certain I guess there were certain tee times technically, but they were like, hey, if you don't want to wait, just if you guys want to just walk to take your push carts out to 7, you can just tee off on 7 and we'll kind of loop. So it's to your point, there's no rules where it's just go find a hole and start playing and it'll all kind of net out whatever. And I was like, that's pretty cool, I don't care about starting on 1. So
Yeah, no, it was really neat. So you literally, they say it's you get behind somebody slow, find an open hole, and go there.
Yeah.
Just don't again, don't slow anybody else down, but find an open hole and go. You do not have to play this course in consecutive holes. The whole entire point of this golf course is did somebody win the hole or did you tie? That's it. It doesn't matter. Score is irrelevant. It is a match play golf course. You can play from freaking 4 tee box to 3 green. You can do whatever you want. Just figure out a way to score that. So, did the Saturday or not Saturday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. So Wednesday night, I think we played until it was basically completely dark, and we were doing a 1 club challenge from the all the way up tees, and you're just just freaking goofing off. It was really neat. The greens are awesome. They're crazy. The grainiest freaking Bermuda. And
that green on 8, Troy,
wow.
with the huge dip,
Yeah, the Biarritz. That's the Biarritz is 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
And then literally the whole entire green is built up 6 feet. It's wild. So
what was your favorite hole out there?
We were talking about that. I don't know, even though it's one of the harder holes, 7 was really fun. That green is crazy, and where they put the pins is the size of a coffee table that's actually flat. And there's 6 of those spots for them to put pins. 7 was really fun. 1 was really fun. All the way back, it's 600 yards, and we played it all the way forward, and it was still really hard.
Yeah.
All the the bunkering. I think the coolest thing about Sweetens is it just shows you how important good bunkering is. You can play it from the back and you don't even literally realize that there's a bunker there, and you play it from the front, you're okay, that's completely in play because you probably ended up in it, and it's still kind of a par 5. You can hit a driver, and if you play it all the way up normal clubs, you're hitting driver pitching wedge into a par 5, but from all the way back, it's a long freaking hole.
But to your point though, that green, if you hit it in the wrong spot, you can 4-putt.
You're dead. Yeah, absolutely dead. 5 was really cool. The first drivable par 4.
It's got the devil's asshole bunker in the front, that you never come out of. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. It's one of those places. I was thinking about this earlier when you guys were talking about Seoul, and I feel whenever you spend a lot of time at a place like a Seoul for John and I, where we play it so often, I really don't know if I could pick a favorite hole at Seoul. When you're describing it, I just kind of picture all of the feelings I've had there, right? And a place like Sweetens, it's instant nostalgia, because again, you don't really sure, you might have a favorite hole, but you've played it 6 different ways in the 2 days you've been there. So
yeah,
but I do remember very specific feelings and memories from different holes and different times of the day, and that, this, that, and the other. Those are the things that I kind of latch onto when I think about Sweetens. Which, again, you compare that and you contrast that to Seoul, where I think of 2 and I think of making a birdie in Muni Madness. Does it mean it's my favorite hole? No, I don't. I really think of it all as a whole. So
that's a good point.
They have something special at Sweetens. It's instant nostalgia, it's instant camp feeling. There's a suit. The other thing that's always cool when you get to play a real golfer's club. I always feel this way every time I play Chambers, because again, Chambers is probably similar to Bandon. You have to kind of be a golf sicko to be there, And if you are there on that, like if you see someone else in the parking lot that day, like you know that you instantly have something in common with that guy. Whereas like if I go play a Levis, the guys that tee off in front of us every Saturday and Sunday morning, I know I have absolutely nothing in common with those people because I know who they are, right? Like they're just jerks. But like the guys at Chambers or at Sweetens, like again, you know, those guys that are at Sweetens did the same things we did. We booked that thing freaking almost a year ago. We've all been talking about this trip for forever. Every group out there was doing that same thing, and that's neat.
It's funny you say that because I've had the couple times I've played there. I mean, I it's a bit hazy. I can't remember all of them, but yeah, I remember having a couple conversations with people that have like stuck with me. Like for example, the one in particular was there was a guy, like, to be totally honest, I think it's a guy who like in the wild I would fucking hate him. I think he was like a Tennessee frat guy who like I think I'd want to punch the face. But we obviously kept it to golf. But I remember, like, I forgot, like, we played a couple holes with him, and he was, like, something about, like, not in a douchey way, but he brought up, like, he had played, like, Seminole or something, and I made a joke. I was like, wow, like, you don't have, like, a Seminole hat and a Seminole belt and a Seminole bag tag and a Seminole... And he was like, nah. And again, this is how I kind of know he's a frat guy, but he was like, I don't do that. He's like, I'm a member, I think he was a member at, like, some private club in Tennessee, but he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm a member there and I have a bag from here because that's where I'm a member. But he's like, it's like wearing another fraternity's letters. He's like, I played Seminole and I enjoyed it and it's a memory I'll have forever, but like I'm not going to walk around wearing Seminole merch because like if you're like, he's like, to me that logo signifies that there's a sense of ownership that I don't have to that place. And I remember being like, yeah, and so that's kind of why I've intentionally, like, not only, like, don't buy it, but, like, I remember I used to have, like, I had, like, I remember when we played, like, Merced, I bought a visor, and I actually threw it away, just because I was like, I probably shouldn't have thrown it away, but I was like, living in San Francisco, you know, the first question is going to be, oh, are you a member? It's like, no, I'm not, right? There's a sense of ownership that I don't have, that I, you know, might have one day. But yeah, but to your point, Troy, like there aren't many, like if I go play a random golf course, that kind of conversation isn't going to happen. Where I was like, oh, like that's an interesting perspective that actually changed the perspective of how I like buy and purchase like merchandise and organize my bag. Yeah, like Lido, I proudly have a Lido, but like Lido, you can get on, like they invite people from outside, so it's different, right? But yeah, that kind of conversation probably is going to happen at Carica at the 11:10 tee time. No offense, like that's the golf that I play, but that's not going to happen. Where like this guy who, again, I think like in so many ways, I probably would dislike him out of that setting. I was like, that was a really thoughtful conversation, and I appreciate his perspective, and I still think about that 5 years later. Yeah, and that's the kind of place conversation I think that a place like Sweetens fosters, right?
Well, I think to expand on that. Like, again, not to make one a negative and one a positive, because I think they're both positive. Like, I think it's really neat to be in that spot where everyone on that property that day is the same as you. You are all golf sickos, right? Like, that's really neat. But at the same point, and this is totally tangent, like, has nothing to do with Sweetens, but, like...
That's what we've been doing for the last 2 hours.
That's what we've been doing. I know, I'm just saying. I think the cool thing too, and this I try and always challenge myself to like always ask people about themselves and stuff whenever I play with them. And when you go play with like somebody at 11:10 at Carica or at Seoul or at Levis or whatever, like you also are playing with like the guy who owns, you know, is a cook down at the burger joint down the street. Like you know, you're playing with, and this is his one opportunity to get out, and you're getting to spend it with him. And so there's other like cool things that you get, you know, cool interactions that you get to have in those moments. And that's what's really cool about golf is you can have that like hyper focused, we are all stoked to be here vibe. And you can have like this is a necessity in time and I'm just fitting it in because like I kind of enjoy this. And then you have the middle of that where you have like a rustic, or you get into like private clubs where everybody's kind of there because of X, Y, and Z, and everybody has a different agenda, you know. So it's interesting just because we're talking about it. Like when you think about it, the two different spectrums are very interesting, but both like positives. I always feel like I walk away from it in a positive way, even if I didn't like the guy. I've played with plenty of people that I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you, but
Yeah.
you learn about yourself at that point, right? So like, how did you handle yourself?
Well, and it's funny. I feel like how golf, like, and this is life in general, but I feel like golf, it always kind of evens out the scales. Where like, I'm lucky enough through the community that we built. We're generally, I'm certainly playing with one person I know, usually Jack, and probably a full tee time of people I know and want to play with. But ironically, I've told this story before. Like, I remember the golf lesson back in 2021 when I played, and I was like, I really wanted to go play 9 holes. I didn't want to pay for Carica, which was very expensive at the time. And I made the tee time where I was like, I'm like, fuck it. I'm in my car and I book it. I'm driving to Monarch Bay that I never play. I'm like, this is going to take me 3 hours. What am I doing? Like, I probably shouldn't do this. And I meet JD. And JD was like one of my groomsmen, like one of my best friends. And so it's like, I would play with 100,000 people who drive me crazy, and it wouldn't even come close to the joy that I feel by meeting JD, right? Who's not just in my life, but like he's come on our trips, and he's like JD's such like a central figure now in like all of our golf lives and everything. And so it's funny where it's like I still would obviously always prefer to play with y'all and people I know.
Yeah.
But it's funny how that one time where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, right? And you show up, and then there's JD or the equivalent of JD, and it's like, it's okay, man. Like, just take a deep breath, like enjoy yourself. And look, there's to your point, there's people you want to skull, like punch them through their face by the time you're done, and you just kind of like walk away. But it's worth it because that person might be your JD, right? Where just suddenly it's like, did he talk about his putter the whole time? Like, he did, yeah. And I was like, this guy's a fucking lunatic, and but now he's got the broom, so everything's all good.
That's how I met Justin Schooner. Like, same exact thing. Got a random tee time at Rustic, and my buddy went to Oregon, and it was like the first year that Oregon and Ohio State were playing each other, and like we got paired with this single, and he literally just walks over the ridge at Rustic, sees Matt's O on the back of his shirt, and just starts talking so much trash from 30 feet away, and I've been friends with him ever since, and then he plays in the cookout with us, right? Like, it's so wild when you really think about it. It's a very small, interesting world.
Yeah, that's awesome. You had fun, man. Anything? I mean, obviously that's a lot. Anything else y'all did? Sweetens, Lookout Mountain,
Cracker Barrel,
Graves.
No, we literally. Well, so we went to
hashtag woke Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, we went to Marcus's dad's house in Elberton.
I went to a high school football game, right?
We went to the high school football game at the Granite Bowl, which was pretty neat. Apparently, it's a big deal. They did win. That was the first win of the season. I say it's because we were there. And then we just fished a lot on the lake, and it was wonderful. And I had no cell service, and I felt so much freedom. It was wild. Like, you leave the house, and it was like, yeah, cool. I could literally just leave my phone in the car. Like, don't need it. So I haven't had a vacation like that where it's like it wasn't for somebody's wedding, bachelor party, like a full-blown golf trip, or like going to see my family. Like, I haven't had one of those in probably 5 years.
We need more of those.
Yeah, so like to literally just like Saturday morning, both Marcus and I, we like woke up and we're just like, what are we gonna do today? We're like, nothing. We're gonna watch college football, then we're gonna go on the lake later, and then we're gonna have some type, some Brunswick stew or whatever it was called.
Hell yeah!
That was Brunswick also stew. Another first. Yeah, and it was very good. Family recipe apparently.
It's one of those things, I don't even know what's in Brunswick stew. It's just it's delicious.
I don't think anybody knows.
It's got shit like lima beans and stuff, but it works. It works.
Yeah, when everybody was explaining to me, it was like, every meat you've ever had, and then like they might put in some onions and carrots, and then boil it for freaking 24 hours. It was really good.
Let's see for those at home. Let's see if we just go to Wikipedia. Brunswick stew is a tomato-based stew generally involving local beans, vegetables, and originally small game meat such as squirrel or rabbit, although today often chicken. The exact origin is disputed, like most things in the South. The states of Virginia and Georgia both claim its birth, weird word, with Brunswick County in Virginia and the city of Brunswick in Georgia claiming to develop there. Yeah.
It's good. I liked it.
Yeah, here you yeah, okay. It's tomato-based stew, lima beans or butter beans, corn, okra, other vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also so funny though, because like I like Brunswick stew, but it's such a southern thing where it's like it's traditionally like a side with a barbecue sandwich where it's like you're eating this like really heavy barbecue sandwich. It's like, oh yeah, and give me some like fucking a bowl of stew to go with my barbecue sandwich.
That's
It's like
also just meat.
that's not like
I need a palate cleanser.
that's like straight up being like, I want a cheeseburger and also like a side of chili. It's like I don't really think those things go together, but
Yeah.
you know.
No,
Awesome.
well, we did the Beltline. We walked over to right where we stayed was like literally across from what's the famous tunnel that's right there by the Beltline?
Krog Street.
Yeah, Krog Street Tunnel. Like our
Yeah.
Airbnb was on that street. We just walked down the end of it, and then that's when we went to Chrome Yellow, which was your recommendation, and it slapped. Very good coffee.
I told you, Chrome Yellow. It's like Chrome Yellow has like surpassed Atlanta, meaning like it's like like people like
Yeah.
coffee sickos like it's not just like, oh, it's a local coffee shop. Like Chrome Yellow is like surpassed.
Yeah, it was very good. I got their cold brew flight, and like all three were unbelievable.
Ready to run through the fucking wall after that, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But
Wait, flight? What, like, was it flavored cold brew? Like, what do you?
so
what
they
exactly
had
does that mean?
they had I think it was like an Ethiopian, just normal cold brew. They had a nitro, and then they had a oat milk vanilla bourbon cold brew, and it was crack. Like,
Wow.
It was legitimately crack.
Wow.
I would drink 100 ounces of that right now if I had the option to. It was so
You might
good.
have a heart attack like Pax.
Yeah.
Nearly.
We did Fox Brothers Barbecue, which was
Yeah.
very good. We got deep
Amazing.
fried ribs. That was quite actually surprisingly
That
good.
wouldn't be my jam.
Yeah, so I think I did a lot of Atlanta things. I enjoyed it. Atlanta's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
I would
Where
100%
the play is
go back.
play.
Yeah. I very much want to. I've brought this up with Big and Jack, but at some point I would love to. And again, we could make this a content trip that's more affordable because of it. But I would love to do a trip with y'all to Atlanta, but center it around. We could maybe plan for this either next year or maybe 2 years out, just because we'll see. But if we could do we go to Athens, go to a Georgia game, and then play the UGA course.
Yeah.
Because the UGA course is phenomenal, like very, very, very good, very affordable. And I think what we've talked about is like I could take y'all. It's not great, but the pod we did with Richard Mandel, I could show you guys North Fulton, like the course I grew up on. Again, this would be in violation of Municipals, but whatever. My dad could get us on Cusquilla, which is the Core Crenshaw that I kind of grew up on. That was, I think it's different than it was, but that you guys can see where it was wild to go from like this like scruffy ass Muni,
Yeah.
which ironically we now know is Chandler Egan because of Richard Mandel.
Yeah.
But we could make it like a little trip and do like I can show you North Fulton. We could play Bobby Jones, which they redid and is now the reversible 9 holes. We could do North Fulton, Bobby Jones, Cusquilla, and then end in Athens. Yeah, I think that'd just be like a super fun trip and go to an SC football game.
Didn't
and show
Mandel
you
do
guys.
Bobby Jones?
No, I think no.
Or no, he didn't do Bobby Jones. But he did.
He's doing Bobby Jones in Florida.
No. I thought he did something at that
the-
Bobby Jones. It was like the putting green or something.
No, I don't think so. He's doing a Bobby Jones in Florida right now.
Yeah, I do
But it's
remember
not the same Bobby Jones.
Yeah.
Because the Bobby Jones in Atlanta's lost its mind. It's a 9-hole course. It's like $100 to play. Like, it's like the least accessible. Let me fact check that, but like it's.
I remember it got a bit of hype when they
Yeah.
It's supposed to be great, but I remember during COVID I was like, I cannot pay this. Because I mean it was pretty shitty before. Also, Troy, how about how much Atlanta Athletic Club so much Bobby Jones content when you're there?
It is.
It's a bit much actually.
It's resting on its laurels. It was cool.
Rick Shields says that Bobby Jones is the most unique course in America.
Okay.
Don't know what he's talking about there.
How much is it?
Their website's terrible.
Dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to.
What was the thing earlier? Effective length.
Oh, effective playing length. Effective playing length.
Effective playing price.
I don't know why this is so hard to find. Golf, host an event.
Oh, Ashton, I do echo something you said. Especially, you said it when we were in Minneapolis. Chick-fil-A 100% tastes better in Georgia.
Okay,
It
that makes you
does.
feel good.
It was also $9, and I had it last night, and it was $17 here. So,
Yeah.
but no, like legitimately, the chicken is like perfect, and here it's like kind of rubbery. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. Maybe they changed their prices, or I'm a moron. It's $43.70 for 9 holes. So I guess what we were saying was it was going to cost $100 to play.
18, yeah.
But the thing to remember is you're just playing the same 9 holes twice because they have to change the orientation. So it's like I don't really.
Yeah, you don't play it. You'd have to play it consecutive days, right? If you want to do the regular and reversible, or do they only do reversible like? Do they switch every day?
I think they change every day, in fairness to them.
That makes sense.
So this is what it looks like for the YouTube audience. I mean, it's cool, right? I mean, it's a very cool idea. I just think it should be a little bit cheaper. Mm-hmm. So they did a big putting green here, and obviously tennis. Who fucking cares about tennis?
Bobby Jones did.
PGA Tour Superstore practice facility. Okay,
Sick.
So I guess this is a little par 3, which, I mean, that's cool. But then, so the Magnolia routing and the Azalea routing. But again, like, that's cool. I mean, like, I just think it should be a little bit more affordable.
Yeah, it should be $20 a 9.
Bob Cup touched so many places in Atlanta. It's crazy.
He cupped a lot of places.
Jeez.
That's what happens when you get to 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Two Bobs, 1 cup.
Bob did a lot of cupping in the South. A lot of cupping.
Hashtag Brunswick stew.
Oh, boy.
Any other topics, gentlemen? Anything else top of mind?
Bueller.
I don't think so, really. Like,
I guess I didn't talk about my wedding, which I probably should.
Yeah, I mean, I want to hear about your dog mostly.
Yeah, I'll start there. Yeah, so we don't
want to hear about your wife. We want to hear about your puppy.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point my wife wants to hear about the dog too.
Yeah,
so I think that's fair. Yeah, so we were gonna get a miniature schnauzer. It was gonna happen hopefully this fall, and then after our wedding, Liz called the breeder, and they're like, it's gonna be next year. And Liz was like, I don't want to wait till next year. And most importantly, she made the case that was totally valid. She's not working right now. She's looking soon. But I'm in the office now 4 days a week. And in the office, meaning like, especially like once I get rammed to my new job, like probably going to be in the office. Like there's some, like we're working. It's not like I peace out at 4:00.
Yeah.
And she needs to be in the office when she gets a job, mainly because she does like merchandising, so like kind of like touching and feeling like fabric. So she's like, we're both going to be in the office 3 to 4 days a week. How the hell are we going to like, treat a puppy with the respect it deserves, but also like train him at all? And she basically just started like firing dogs at me. Like she's not gonna listen to this, but if she does, I'm sorry if I got the number wrong. But like I was at work and I think I came back to like 80 text messages from her. And it was just like all these ads, but all these dogs we hadn't talked about. So one of the Schnauzer was like a Maltipoo and all, and I'm like, I do not want this shit at all. And we kind of debated for 2 days. She's like, why are you being stubborn? And I was like, I just don't feel a connection. And then she sent me a picture of the dog that we got because we decided way ahead of time we're going to name him Clyde. And I was like, that looks like Clyde to me. Like I don't know what he is, but he kind of looks like a schnauzer. He looks like an old man. He's 3 months old and looks like he's an old man.
Benjamin Button.
Pretty much. He's got the little whiskers.
I was born
So yeah,
a
so
baby.
Liz, so it's in Dublin, which that's where Big Chris used to live. And for context, without traffic is about an hour from SF. Like with traffic, much longer. But Liz has a friend who lives out in Dublin, so her friend actually went and looked at him, and she's like, he's super cute, he's mellow. And then Liz called towards the end of the day, and they were like, hey, just so you know, somebody's looking at him right now, but the cutoff point is 5:15 to adopt, and it was like already after 5:15. And so we were like, yeah, like if it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be. So Liz Ubered to Dublin. I think we spent $150 in Ubers to get her there. Irrelevant at this point. But yeah, she basically got there an hour early, and she signed the paperwork before she met him because she was so worried about, him getting scooped. He's been great. Yeah, I mean, night one, I guess to give people a laugh on the way out of here, was a bit tough. So he got neutered, unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, like he should, that's the right thing to do. But so he had a cone on, but like we had some stuff, but there's stuff we were still waiting on, and worried about him pissing everywhere, which he's pissed everywhere. But like we were worried, And so we're like, we'll leave him in the kitchen because he can see, he can see, it'll be okay. So we leave him in there, and he's like freaking out to the point where we don't know what we're doing. We go and check on him, but then like, okay, so we go in, put him down, and sort of like, he's like, well, not put him down, that sounds on night one.
He was making way too much noise, so
Shut up!
It's time.
No. How long did you have your dog for? 3 hours.
Yeah. We took him out to
And so he fell asleep. Liz leaves, and then I stand up, and I kind of close the door, and he like wakes up, but he seems okay, And then I walk out, I kind of close our bedroom door, and he's like banging around, but like yelping a little bit, but like, I'm like, it's heartbreaking, but we gotta wait. And then like a minute later, like it sounded like someone like shot him in the back of the head. Like it was like he was like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And we like sprint. So we did not know this, but in our kitchen it has like little panes of, like little window panes. The bottom left window pane doesn't have glass in it. So he jammed his head through the hole.
oh no.
Ripped his cone off, and then stuck both of his paws through. So the analogy that someone made that I think is perfect is he looked like Cat Dog, like on the door, like half of his body is on one side and half is on the other. And I think I've said on here, I take like an hour before bed, I take like a 2 milligram gummy. I'm not Big Chris. I'm a total wimp. But like for me, a 2 milligram gummy, like when it hits, I feel it,
Yeah.
and like it's hitting me like as he's doing this. And also like
He's
because he's
turning
all
into
nervous,
two dogs, man.
he's pissing like everywhere. So there's like piss everywhere.
No.
He's like he's trapped. But then here's the deal. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, it's fine, buddy. I calm him down. He's like, then he's like, and he's like stuck in the door. So then I go to like, jill him out. Also, like at Liz, and this is definitely me being like slightly stoned. I'm like, his incision, like he has balls cut off, like just like early that day, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't want to shove his head back through because it's his head.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I don't want to drag his incision,
Newly neutered spot. Yeah.
yeah, over, and I'm just like, and then in my head I was having all these thoughts like, I'm like, should I just like punch the, like, should I break the door? Like, all I care about is him not like being like maimed, and then like gently we work together like 5 minutes, kind of gently get him out of there. But then at that point he's like hyper, and like, I mean, he's whatever, he doesn't even know how traumatic this has been. And at this point, it's like 11:30, and I was like, "Babe, I'm just gonna take one for the team." So we actually have an air mattress that we found like in our lobby. Like there's a woman who just leaves stuff, and I was like, "Cool, let's just take it." Turns out she left it because it deflates. So what I did is I blew up the mattress, and I jam it in our kitchen. And our kitchen's so small, the mattress wasn't even flat, so I'm like a taco. So I'm like, babe, I'm just going to sleep, and hopefully he's going to be there. No. The second I lay down, he comes in, like, literally the entire night. He slept. His cone is right here. And, like, he like, slept like a knife. So he slept on my body all night. And, like, I woke up, you know, like, my whoop is like, you slept for, like, 3 hours. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I know. But I wake up. I do fall asleep. I wake up in the morning with him licking me. Air mattress is totally deflated. He's peed, like, all over the air mattress. It's like dripping off.
Ugh.
And I'm just
Sounds like a family comedy to me.
Yeah.
It felt like, you know, if Tim Allen walked in and was like, how's your day? And I'm like, okay. You know. And of course, like, I'm at this, like, you know, crazy new job. I'm gonna have to work a lot, and I'm like, this is not good.
What
But
kind of dog?
so to
is
bring
he?
it all the way back onto the positive thing, we've had him for a week now. He likes, like, assuming we don't get up, he sleeps through the night. Like, literally last night, he went to bed at 10:30, slept until 7, and did not piss or shit all night. Which after 7 days feels massive. I was worried he was gonna, like, not sleep for a while, but the cat dog sleep on the floor night one was pretty traumatic. I woke up, I like smell like piss. I'm like worried I've like chopped his nuts off, or well, his nuts were chopped off. I was worried that like he was gonna be like
You chopped
bleeding
the
all
rest
over.
of it off.
Yeah, like I was like I've like irreparably harmed my new puppy, but he's been great. Yeah,
He just
Clyde.
doesn't
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We did a DNA test. We don't know. He's getting. Well, it's kind of funny. We were supposed to get a second round of vaccines last Friday, and we called them just to kind of check in, and they were like, "He got neutered yesterday." They were like, "Yeah, we don't want to, like, give him a second to like recover. Like, he's had like traumatic surgery. We're not gonna like do that to him today. So we're taking him tomorrow morning to get his second round of vaccines." And for
Ashton's
people
like,
who don't
so
know,
you don't want to introduce more trauma to him? Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah, I actually am going to be like, I don't want to be in the room. I like, let them do it. Let the professionals do it. But the big thing for people who don't have dogs, I didn't know this. There are certain areas, and SF is of course one of them. Your dog needs to be fully vaccinated before they can like go on a walk or like hang out with other dogs. And obviously we can't wait to like go on long walk. Like, it's SF summer right now. It's like 80 degrees. All we want to do is get outside. But so basically we just have to he has to just be like in the house pretty much, probably until the end of October. We think we're going to get confirmation from the vet, but he's been great. Like, it's awesome.
Once
And
he
it's
gets
actually
out-
kind of,
Parvo's the
Oh,
big
sorry,
one.
go on.
Yeah. Parvo's
Huh?
the big one that like you have to worry about. Where like
yeah, exactly.
dogs
And apparently,
and, like, it's
and
made-
apparently SF is like there's
Hotbed,
like, if you live in like the suburbs in Montana,
not
it
a big
doesn't
deal.
matter.
Yeah.
And SF apparently it's like code red for that.
well, because everybody's taking their dog out to go pee.
Yes.
Like everyone, you know.
Yeah. So, but I can't wait. I can tell he's going to be an athlete. You know, I think you take dogs to Carica, so I'm already excited to like take him out there and stuff. But yeah, he's our little guy. And ironically, Liz and I have been the whole time together. We've been either team like 0 or 1 on kids. And after Clyde, I'm like, we're both like, I think this is enough. Like, I think like, yeah, like I think this is enough responsibility. So we'll see, but he's been great. But it's only been a week, but we love him a lot. Yeah, and just not to pass it by, but our wedding was great. Had a blast. Parents generally behaved. Just kidding. It was great. We had a really like, it exceeded expectations. It was hot, but weather was really good. And yeah,
Hot enough to drop your top.
Yeah, I excitedly asked Liz if I could take my shirt off, and she said yes. And I was powered by, I designated Hussey as my designated flask man, so I had Fortaleza tequila, and I just look at Hussey and go,
Nice.
and he would bring it over. So, yeah. And now I joked with Liz, like, nothing new until we're 40. Because, like, for context, over the last month, I quit my job. The next day, flew to Portland. 2 days later, got married. Had our mini moon, came home on Wednesday, started a new job on Monday, and then signed the paperwork for a puppy 4 days after I started my new job, and then picked up the puppy a week after that. So quit it, like, ended my job, got married, started a new job, and got a puppy legitimately over 3 weeks. So I don't want to, like, somebody at work was joking, they're like, is Liz pregnant? I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, no. No, we're not doing that. Like maybe one day, but certainly not right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome to hear, though.
Yeah. Thanks. And I
Awesome,
can't wait down the
guys.
line. Hopefully Clyde can meet Bo. Actually, John, I think well, I might be down your neck of the woods with him at some point, so we'll see.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta
We're,
let me
we're,
know.
we're thinking about going down there maybe, and like we'd probably bring him, so I'll keep you posted. We could maybe have a little dog play date and eat some pizza or something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
So, yeah. Well, this was fun, guys. 2.5 hours.
Man, it just flew by.
Yeah.
Hello,
And-
cameo
without-
from
Shout out
Big
to
C.
anybody still listening.
Yeah.
you mean Big C?
Yeah. Everybody's
Yeah.
just like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
So again, there's probably not many people listening, but the idea is, at least for the foreseeable future, that we're gonna do we're gonna record one of these a month. We're probably gonna chop it up over, it's up to PAX, but maybe 2 episodes. But when there's something to talk about that's not this, we will like even though you talked about it, Troy, I do think you and Marcus doing like a deep, doing a deep dive on y'all's trip would be great. Like when there's something, I think the big thing is when there's something worthy of us diving into, we should do it. But if not, I think we're going to, the whole idea is we're leaning into the pals of all this, right? Like us hanging out, our dynamic, the 6 of us, or, 4 of us tonight, 5, but, there'll be all of us. And then when there's something worth talking about, we will. But it prevents from being like I played this golf course or the big sea line. There's really nothing bad I could say about it. It's like, well, okay. Well,
Yeah. No, and I think, too, just sticking to... what producer Jack likes to call our North Star, which is, it's about the golf, but it's not about the golf. So golf is what brings us all together. It's how we all met. But, it's kind of all the periphery stuff that makes for interesting chats, especially when we all, live in different parts of the state, country, whatever. And
yeah.
we don't get to see each other every single weekend or every single time we go out to play golf. So it's good to catch up with you guys and just find out about life.
Well, that's the big thing, I think, Troy. I think we're all starting to give you credit. Is like the big thing is like, I love talking to you guys. We just don't we don't get to do before we did this. We don't actually get to do that, right? It's the cookout feels special because we're all together, but it's like we should probably do this more than once a year.
Yeah.
Because I'll talk to Troy or I'll talk to John, but or we have one of our meetings where it's it's very business focused, right? It's like, hey, we've budgeted 30 minutes. You need to get back and bathe your kid. All good, but this is just meant to be free space to talk about. I mean, we covered a lot of weird shit. Street sharks.
Yeah.
That wasn't on my bingo card.
Street sharks.
Yeah.
Well, but it's also just the ability to hang
Effective playing length.
out. Effective playing length. But
that's the worst That's the worst golf website I've ever seen.
State of Washington, fix your shit. It's bad.
Washington Golf.
I guess to take us out of here, it's funny just to look at my tabs. I have, I've got Washington Golf for Everyone, Olympic Club logo, Street Sharks, 90s Pizza Hut Street Sharks, Anaheim Ducks, Iverson AI2, T-Mac Shoes, Lookout Mountain Golf Club, Brunswick Stew, Bobby Jones, and then the layout for Bobby Jones. And I've X'd out of some stuff, so we've covered all kinds of stuff.
That's a good summary.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
put those
And that's
as
not
the,
including the 45
tabs.
minutes of baseball that we talked about.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Wow.
That's why we need to do this more often.
Yeah. No,
We'll do
Or
it.
at least once a month. Yeah.
What we'll do is I'll text you guys tomorrow. We'll get the next one on the books for towards the end of October, and here we go.
Yes, sir.
Cool. We'll love you guys, and can't wait for next month.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Fours up.